Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to take a look at this EZA Trunks and Goten. Now I'm not 100% sure yet, definitely going to want to use them quite a bit, but I do think that this EZA Trunks and Goten, they are very likely the best EZA TUR. Now, I feel like that bar is not as high to cross as people probably think. That's one thing I want to add with that. But I think that they should be pretty good. Now, our opening rotation is not really the greatest here in terms of like a slot 1 character, so I'm going to put it in their hands, and we'll see if they could get it done. So, I think there's going to be a lot of RNG for how good this character is going to be, but I think that they are going to become elite. I mean, we usually are not going to want to run them in slot 1, but kind of the way the opening rotation went down. I just quickly want to go through a couple of things. So, they get 150% attack and defense on Super. They have a 50% chance of 100% attack and defense. They have another... Wait, no. Is it? Hold on. Yeah, I had to double check that. Yeah, so it's... What it is, for their 100%, it's a 70% chance. So, they get 150% attack and defense on Super, then a 70% chance of 100% attack and defense, and another 70% chance of another 100% attack and defense. So, how crazy they're going to be is, you know, going to depend on those procs for sure. Then they have a high chance of an additional Super, high chance to crit, and they have a 30% chance to dodge. So, opening up right here, we could get clapped up. I mean, I'm going to take the risk. I mean, it's either Trunks and Goten or Carnival Gohan, one of the two. I guess if you were looking to poke a hole in Carnival Gohan's status as, you know, best unit in the game, the fact that, like, a situation like this could crop up is, you know, this doesn't hurt Beast or Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. And we are next to, obviously, the Kid Trunks right there, so most of our links are going to be activated. All right, let's see. Now, Trunks and Goten, they get... Okay, good dodge. Okay, there's a super attack, unfortunately. And it does connect. God damn it. Alright, guys, we're back. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Opening rotations sometimes can go bad. So, Trunks and Goten, they get 20% attack and defense up to 100%. They get a 10% chance to dodge up to 50% with each attack received or dodged. So, we are going to have to put them in front of hits, but, you know, obviously we don't really want them to go in slot 1 until they will be built up. I do think probably a full dodge build is going to be in the cards for this character. Their stats look a little bit better here. Keep in mind, we do have Goku, Gohan, and Trunks in rotation, though. So, with a lot of their support and stuff like that, we should be looking pretty good. All right, so... we're not going to have another one of the kids on this rotation, another one of the Trunks or Gotens. So we're not going to have as many links and stuff like that. But this should still be a fairly good rotation for us. All right, so let's see what Trunks and Goten are going to do. Again, I do think that this is probably going to be the best EZA TUR. So they start with a 14 million attack stat. Okay. That's not bad. No additional, actually. Damn, okay, okay. The luck not looking too good. There's a little bit of the build-up right there. So, their normal 12-key super, which we just did, gives 50% attack and defense. Remember, they have the high chance of the additional super, which we failed, and then they also could do the hidden potential system, which we also did not get. So, a little bit of a rough start, but it happens. Alright, guys, we're back in it. Today is a... It's not really a great... This is not really going too well. Let's just say that. Things are going bad. Things are going very poor right now. Okay, okay. Yeah, I can't even... Holy shit, okay. Alright, I'm gonna use this opportunity to use Trunks and Goten's active skill. We have 50k HP. Yeah, things are going... It's a rough night in terms of luck. Now, Trunks and Goten have a Mega Elite active skill, by the way. This is big time. So, we could do this if there's a Kid Trunks or Kid Goten in the rotation. They get 6 key and 100% dodge. Now, obviously, 100% dodge is going to work really well in conjunction with their ability, but, like, you know, I think that the Tech Kid Trunks and the Int Goten, I mean, they're good enough characters to run, so... I mean, the Trunks and Goten, I think we could have some interesting stuff going on. I absolutely love the Trunks and Goten theme, by the way. It is so damn good. All right, so let's go ahead and hit this for them. Again, next turn, we'll get Trunks and Goten, like, kind of in the middle slot. You know what's funny is, even in, like, God Event Boss Rush, I mean, because we're on the Kamehameha team, it's very difficult to, like, get footage against these bosses because we kill shit too fast. All right, so that's up to 26 million right there. At this point, I believe we are nearly fully built up, if not outright fully built up. There's the unit super attack. No additional again. I'm sorry, guys. The luck, bro. I mean, you know, it's impossible to be as unlucky as me, I guess. I don't know. Now, Trunks and Goten getting that unit super attack is a huge deal, by the way. Because with the unit super attack, they get 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, which is solid. They do immense damage, obviously. But then the other thing here that Trunks and Goten are going to get, which is huge, is they actually support for 2 turns if you do the unit super attack. They're going to give all allies 30% attack and defense for 2 turns. So it's like on this rotation right here, Tech UI, you know, and the 2 Gohans, they're buffed. Like, that's huge. It's huge. I think that the Trunks and Goten are going to be really good. I think that they are going to work pretty effectively on either the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks team, or, you know, on Carnival Gohan's team, which we're doing right here. I think either of those should work quite well for us. All right, guys, so here we are in our next rotation. We're getting, again, a little bit unlucky here. Champa has almost no health. Like, bro, like, we have to just start, like, doing these showcases in, like, Dokkan events against the immortal Dokkan event bosses. Look at this. Look at his health. Like, if you run this character, like, he solos these bosses, man. Like, he just kills them by himself. It's pretty insane to see him go to work. It's really crazy. Damn, they have 600k at the start of turn? You shitting me? 600k? Remember, they get 150% when they super. They've got 80% dodge. And keep in mind, if all allies on rotation are Kamehameha, they get 30% crit and 30% damage reduction. So this is a character that's got 80% crit, 80% dodge, and 30% damage reduction. And they're rocking way over 1 million defense as well. And they're 2 turns supporting. This is going to be a great turn right here because we're going to have all this up. Remember, by the way, that the Goten and the Trunks are monster support type characters, by the way, for the Kamehameha category. All right, let's see what Trunks and Goten do right here. 34. I mean, this is not like a super unnatural situation either. Like, I mean, like, you know, like we don't have like Bulma around or something like that, right? Like, it's just, yeah. I mean, I just what I'm seeing, they look like the #1 TUR to me. I think so. Wow. Okay. This looks pretty good. This might be the end of this run. We definitely need a little bit more footage though. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get one final rotation in here. For the Trunks and Goten. Here was at 580, so it's a little bit lower. Remember, there is going to be some RNG for when they get their abilities up. Let's go and rock them here in slot 1. You know, we do have 80% dodge, so I think we can kind of YOLO it a little bit. 80% dodge. They do have a lot of abilities. 2-turn support, 80% dodge. They got additionals, they got crits, they got everything, dude. 35 million right there. I think I'd probably like to get just like another rotation or 2 because, again, remember, they're very heavy in terms of RNG. So I think just getting like a few more rotations could be good to do. Maybe let's look at the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks team. I believe they have a 200% leader skill on that team as well. All right, guys, we're in another run here. I mean, you know, The one thing is, people cry a lot about characters in slot 1. Oh my god, this character's in slot 1. Oh my god, that character's in slot 1. I mean, understand, when we do these showcases, we're testing the characters out. When we do, like, the long video, we're locked in. We're LeBron, Game 6 against Boston, right? We're locked in. We're, you know, playing to, like, see how the character does, but, like, playing to win. Like, play smart, right? Here, like, I mean, we need to see what these characters are doing, man. Okay? So, oh, 300 right away. Yeah, I mean, we have one instance of Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta support up. Bulma support is going to be up. All right, let's see what they do. We got a lot of links, up right now. I mean, I understand Bulma could punish us hugely for this. We'll be able to get the super attack with Kid Trunks when Bulma gets her support. All right, and again, remember, we have everything up. The only link we don't have activated, by the way, with the Kid Trunks and the Goten, both of whom are pretty solid. The only thing we don't have is Prodigies, the Prodigies link. But we have, what is this? I think this is Innocence, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha. That's Prodigies. I believe this is Budding Warrior, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. I think that's their link set. Let me just double check that to make sure that's correct. Fellas, dodge. There you go. There you go. Get those dodges in. 29? Turn 1? Damn. Okay. So remember, they need to receive 5 attacks to be fully built up. Finally, one of the additionals kick in. Beautiful. And, you know, when it's them receiving an attack, it's either getting hit or dodging counts. Remember, their defense skyrockets after they attack. Because it's like you're getting the defense from all their super attack effects. Plus, they're just outright getting a 150% attack and offensive buff on their super attack effect. I think that, like, as the fight goes on, we can eventually get Trunks and Goten in slot 1 once they're fully built up. Right? Once they're fully built up, that's when we get them in slot 1. But then earlier on, you know, we're going to need to kind of be a little bit more chillaxed with them. The only issue I think I have with this character is just that they can be a little reliant on enemy attack placement. Because, again, we're, you know, testing shit out. Early at the start of these fights, we definitely do not want to rock them in slot 1 at all, right? So, if the enemy is putting all their attacks in slot 1, it can be difficult to build them up. It's a consistent problem. I think that having to get hit, you know, theirs is better because they can dodge it, and it still counts. They can either get hit or dodge, and it counts, which is good. But, you know, we still have to worry about enemy attack placement to build them up. That's the only concern I have for them. I think that this is really good. I think they are easily the best EZA TUR. I think that they gap, probably, every other EZA TUR. Probably. I think they do. I think they're super crazy. So, like, we get to this rotation right here. Sure, let's just go ahead and toss this. This way we could safely get them in slot 1. Having this ability, too, just a turn where we have 100% dodge is pretty nuts. I could hit this. That's a super attack. Dude, their theme is so good. Oh my god, I love their active skill theme so much. Alright, let's see what we're looking like. Trunks and Goten. Okay, yep, 100% dodge. Oh wow, 22 million on this turn. So, again, there can be some variance for sure. But remember, like, the damage that people will suck Kefla off for, that she's doing on, you know, like, turn, like, 7 and shit like that. Like, Trunks and Goten, looks like they could just come out the gate doing what Kefla does way deep into the fight. And they can multiple turns support. Their dodge is probably going to end up better overall compared to Kefla's throughout the fight. Probably. Because Kefla does still need orbs. Whereas Trunks and Goten, you know, like, I mean, I guess they do build it up by receiving attacks. But, I mean, we could be pretty safe with them in, like, slot 2 or something like that for that. All right, I think we're going to get one more rotation right here. So, I mean, this is, you know, the mega juicing in session right here. We have Bulma support plus double Goku, Gohan, and Trunks support up for the Trunks and Goten next turn. Let's see how it's going to go. See how this works. We've dodged enough attacks and stuff like that with Trunks and Goten. I could, you know, again, just kind of like YOLO them in slot 1. should be okay for us. Should be. Yeah, I just want to take a look at other EZA TURs and see what we're looking at here. But I feel like Trunks and Goten just clear by a lot, probably. I don't know. I think they do. Again, probably even a tier above all the other EZA TURs. I think so. I'm going to want to, you know, take them into the full, you know, we'll take them against all the toughest fights and take a look and see how it's going to work. But I think they're going to be working pretty damn well. All right, so we get Blue Gogeta out right here. What do we want to do? Do we want to just get Trunks and Goten in slot 1? 746? I mean, they would have built most of their dodge up at this point, if not all of it. So we have 80% dodge. I feel pretty comfortable getting them in slot 1 at this point, for sure. Yeah, like, once you reach this point where they're fully built up, I have no fear whatsoever in it at all. They'll come through. Yep, they're going to come through. What do we got right here? 33 million. Now, again, remember, when we do this, when Gotlin shows up, do that triple Kamehameha, that's multiple turn support, by the way. And a 36 million, okay. Hidden potential system, we got it. Yup. Hidden potential system to show normal, unfortunately. Still good damage, though. Alright, even if we get hit by this, they should be able to tank it at this point, but we have 80% dodge. Yep, 80% dodge, 80% dodge, 80% dodge, 80% dodge. Yeah. They're good. They're real good. I think that they're easily probably the best TUR. Well, I don't know about best TUR overall, but best EZA TUR, for sure, for sure. We'll take them into the long video. We'll see how good EZA Trunks and Goten are.